Welcome back to another episode of Organizing Tune-Ups with your host, Jessica Littman, the Organized Mama, where we break down big organizing concepts into small, bite-sized chunks you and your family can do every day for 5 to 15 minutes. And speaking of families, what do you do if your family isn't helping you organize, declutter, or just tidy up your home? Well, I have a couple of strategies that I've found incredibly helpful no matter your kiddos' ages. So first thing, before you even dive in to, assigning chores, tasks, responsibilities, whatever, you need to get really clear as to what you are doing and what your kids can do. So I recommend writing all of this down and then divvying up tasks or creating a giant list of things that everyone else in the family can help or take on the responsibility, whatever it may be. So when you sit down and you think through all of the components of, your day and making your house run and all of that, you are really able to see different areas that your kiddos can take responsibility, learn these new skills, and then take something off of your plate. But we also need to manage our expectations as parents because, realistically, you're not going to expect your toddler to do their own laundry, just as you wouldn't expect your teenager to totally keep their room clean because they just aren't going to. I'm saying what I've seen. They're not going to keep their room clean. They're going to keep it fine. So just managing your expectations of what you expect from your family. Trying to find ways to communicate those, assign those tasks, and really create a system within your house for how all of these things are going to get done. So one way I like doing this is having family meetings. We do family meetings pretty much every Sunday at dinner, but you find a time when all of your family can be together and then just talk about your day, your schedule, come with that list of responsibilities or tasks or chores or whatever that you have, and then ask your family to really get involved and help you out and see what tasks they will be willing to do, what tasks you feel they're capable of doing, and then everyone can kind of share in the work. This way, you're able to teach your kids these skills instead of forcing it upon them because you're including them in the conversation, and you're really going to be able to give them these lifelong life skills so they learn and understand how to really take care of a home, function as a human, because doing laundry is an important skill. Cleaning the bathroom is an important skill. All of these things are important, and by you teaching your kiddos how to do these now, they're going to be far more successful in life because they already have this foundation. So I'm a big fan of family meetings. I know that doesn't work for everyone, so find a way that you can communicate or have everyone involved in delegating out different tasks. And then set deadlines for those particular tasks. Okay, the garbage needs to go out by 10 o'clock on Wednesday. Otherwise, we will miss the pickup in the morning. So you have natural times things need to get done. All of the dishes in the dishwasher need to be unloaded before 5 o'clock because that's when I start making dinner. You have these natural times that those are the deadlines these tasks need to be done. So with every task comes a deadline. And then that will help everyone in your family get really clear on what is expected of them when they are in charge of that particular task. Then there is no nagging or bickering or fighting or anything because what you're doing, you've already set them up. You already have the deadline. It is 4:55 and the dishes still aren't done. That's when you can be hey, it's almost 5 o'clock. Dishes aren't unloaded, so you need to do that now before 5 o'clock because I'm going to start making dinner, and I need the dishes for that. Sometimes you'll get pushed back, and that's totally normal too. But by setting these deadlines for your family, everyone will be able to understand when things are due. And then really keeping and holding everyone accountable. Now, I have some ways in my family tidying guidebook that will walk you through exactly how to actually create this accountability for them. You can get that wherever you're listening to the podcast. And really getting clear on the idea of, you need to get the dishes unloaded from the dishwasher by 5 o'clock. And if not, then what is the consequence? What happens? For you, if you're the one making the meal, well, your consequence is you're not going to have any of your dishes, or it's going to take you longer to do that. So a natural consequence for not emptying the dishwasher, could be, tomorrow, what you have to do is you have to do the dishes as soon as you get home. You don't get to chill and play your video games. You have to do that immediately because you didn't do it yesterday. Creating these more practical consequences to instill some of these skills that we want to teach. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of taking things away because I don't always think it works for every kid. Some kids it does, and you know your kid the best. So focus on what will actually work for your kiddo. Most kiddos, if they don't do the task, then they have to do it first thing right away, and then that's going to get them. You're going to start a habit of them just doing it right away, so then it's done. And that's really our goal. We want to create these habits so our family takes on these expectations, and then we are able to all work together as a family. So I want you to write down a list of all of the things that you do to keep your house running, and then see what tasks you can delegate to your family. Figure out a time when you can all sit together, everyone can divvy up tasks, and then set deadlines so everyone knows when things should be done, and then things will just run smoother after you get in the habit of doing these things. I will see you in the next one.